We are going to review the medieval Warhammer. But before we get into that, today's video is sponsored by weaponmasters.com. This is the Windlass Steelcraft Warhammer. This interesting weapon can be found all throughout Europe in different forms and functions. This beautiful weapon features a 5160 carbon steel head. The hammer of the head has a very distinct shape, as that shape lends itself to catching and digging and biting into whatever item is struck, transferring the most amount of force into your target. On the back, there is a bill or a hook. That is for penetrating through armor. Against chain, that's a game changer right there. That'll puncture right through chain. Down the haft, you do have the integrated strip of metal, which one gives a lot more strength to the piece, but also if you strike with a weapon, it's not going to cut deep into the wood, as the metal strips will stop it. The handle is squared like the rest of the haft and has these brass accents along the edge. This small weapon is devastating. What's amazing about this weapon is its size versus damage capability. When striking against the shield, the spike or bill on the back was able to penetrate all the way through the shield, and the hammer side was absolutely decimating to that wood, just splintered it out the back. Against the helmet, you see significant damage. You can see how the shape of the head bites into the armor and allows your strike to penetrate all the way through. After a little bit of time, you do have a lot of energy transference from here into your arm. Also, if you strike into something flat or something like a shield, if you do not have your hand away from that shield when you strike, you can hit your hand on the shield. That's an issue with training, not so much with the weapon. By the time these became widely used, they were used by knights and commoners alike, as they were quite effective. Another thing about a warhammer is the amount of material that goes into making it. This was a lot more accessible to the lay person, as it has minimal amount of metal and minimal amount of wood and workmanship. Though smaller and used in a different capacity, this is a wonderful weapon for any function. Thanks for joining us today on Hammer and Steel Reviews. If you'd like to support the channel, please head over to weaponmasters.com. Again, thank you for joining us, everyone, and may all your days be filled with history.